All right, welcome back to the Video Game Randomizer. My name is Rico, and back with me, as always, we have Joe
Hey,
and Jeff,
Yo.
and we have a special guest we brought in just for, we need a ringer for Binding of Isaac, so I'd like to introduce Matt. What's up,
Hey
Matt?
everybody, I'm good. How's everybody else today?
Very good.
Doing
Very
great.
good. So, before we get to Binding of Isaac, you guys want to talk about that solar eclipse we seen yesterday?
How terrible it was. I was sitting on my front porch, and no lie, it's just pure clouds. And all of a sudden, it goes completely dark for 5 minutes, and then the light comes back on. It's like, wow, that was interesting.
They
Yeah.
shut the world
Yeah.
down for that.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't spend thousands to come.
To go to the
Up here.
hotels. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Couldn't see
sat in bed
anything.
and watched it.
It's funny where I was, the clouds parted just long enough for us to get a reasonable glimpse of it. It was just kind of
Oh,
like a
that's
little
nice.
sliver. And it was still cloudy enough, though, to where we just looked at it without glasses on, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Probably. We're hoping. But
You'll be on disability next week. It's all right.
it was actually kind of cool, though, when everything went dark with all the clouds, because I was like in the middle of nowhere. So it was just like super quiet and dark, and you could just hear birds going nuts because they didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, yeah. Birds
And
went
then-
crazy.
I drove home, and the entire way home, the sun was just in my eyes, blinding me,
Of
which
course.
was extra annoying because I wanted to
Yep.
see it earlier.
Yeah, it was definitely like creepy when like all the light disappeared, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Those glasses, you can't see anything out of them anyways.
No, they're like welder's glass. They're like a welder's mask.
Yeah, it's meant
Oh.
to like look directly at the sun.
Yeah, you need like a clear view for
Mhm.
those to work.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess when's the next one? 70 years or something.
Yeah,
No
some
idea.
shit.
Yeah.
Around here, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, the next full one will probably all be long dead.
Yeah.
Well, you'll hear us here back on the next eclipse.
Yeah, we'll record
7
an
years in the
episode and
future.
then we'll arrange to have it released.
I'm gonna give that. It was about a 3 out of 10 for me. The eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
All right. You guys want to talk about anything else before we get into Binding of Isaac? You guys playing anything exciting?
Nothing but Binding of Isaac, really.
Yeah,
Really?
same. That's all
Yeah,
I've been
I've
playing.
It
Same
sucked
here.
me
Not playing
in.
much.
All right. Well, let's kick it off then. So this game just the release is confusing for this game. It's so hard to so the original game was released in 2011. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler. I'd say it's like the first big one of these type of games to come out, kind of like your newer roguelikes. And then in 2014, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth was released, which is kind of like a remake of the original game. And there's been a bunch of DLCs after that. We played Repentance, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the newest one.
Yeah. So what do you guys original thoughts on this, just playing this game? Joe, let's start with you.
I didn't get into it right away because I was still finishing Final Fantasy. So it was a couple of weeks of just listening to you guys texting about it. And when I finally played it, it took me a minute to get into it. I didn't like it at first, but I was just bad at it and making it the
Yeah.
game's fault. But once I got the hang of it and I started writing down all of the seeds that were really treating me well and just repeating those ones, that really helped a lot. But yeah, I enjoyed it overall.
Matt?
Nice.
Yeah, no, at first, it's a really fun game in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of dungeon crawler roguelikes, as is. Played Darkest Dungeon 1 and 2. I played Risk of Rain, played Enter the Gungeon, which is a game that I believe is inspired by Binding of Isaac. So I don't know. I loved the difficulty of the game. It's cruel to new players, so newer players really have a hard time getting into it. But I think once you sit down and like Joe said, you write a seed down that was easy for you, and you run the steps over and over again, it becomes a lot easier when you learn how to dodge and all this other stuff. So really fun game in my opinion. I've loved it. I've played it for 5 years. So
Wow.
Nice.
Now, a seed is that's like the procedurally generated that you're
Yeah.
getting for that run,
Mhm.
and
It's
you can
random.
redo
Yeah, it's
that
your
one
map.
with the code. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And
Is it the
everything
same
will be the
weapons and
same.
everything?
Items, enemies, every
Items,
single
yeah.
thing is the same.
Okay. Cool. Jeff?
So at first, I thought the mechanics were easy, like the dodging part and like hitting the enemies. I didn't think that was too bad. I just couldn't wrap my head around and just remember the items and what items were you shouldn't pick up and what items you should. Like Matt really helped me out with that. I'd be like, "Yo, is this good?" He would be, "No, the Dun's hat sucks. I picked that up 20
Oh,
times."
Picked
But-
up missing no one time and I face palmed.
God, yeah, I just got confused a lot on what items to pick up and what items not to, but just playing it so much, you kind of remember what most of them are. I loved it.
Yeah, I played this when it came out on Switch back in. It was one of the first games I owned on Switch when it came out, and I liked it a lot, but I never put like crazy amount of time into it. And but I do like these kind of games. It never hooked me like a Hades has or like a Vampire
Yeah.
Survivors kind of. But it's really cool. It's just I think there's more to this, and it doesn't like those games. Every run you do, you kind of feel like you're getting better or you're really leveling something up that's gonna help you. And this
Mhm.
game, it's hard to like you. It doesn't feel like you're progressing as quick as those games,
You
but
progress by unlocking items.
right,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of confusing to how to even do that.
Yeah.
So there's different challenges and stuff. Obviously, like there's the challenges list that you go through, and that unlocks a lot of things. But a lot of it's just playing the game over and over again, beating the different bosses. Like I think some items like beat Mom 5 times and whatnot, or
Mm,
any end game boss usually will unlock you items and new enemies and new floors. Like there's floors I haven't even seen yet.
yeah, I definitely didn't see him because I only made it to Mom's Heart once, and that's like
Yeah.
the second main boss, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was getting really into it at the end, but it's just like, all right, we ran out of time, kind of. Yeah. Joe, did you? How far did you get?
I honestly don't.
Did you beat
remember.
Mom?
I made it further than you did
Okay.
because I beat the heart. I think
Mhm.
whatever mom related boss fight was next might be the furthest I got.
Okay. Yeah. Jeff, how far did you get? Is there like a?
So I fought Isaac and the Husk and lost to them. And then I beat Satan. Which I beat him on a crazy lucky run picking up a terrible item that saved my ass. It was I forgot what was it called?
Curse
When
of
we
the
get-
Tower. So
Yeah,
every
so-
time you get hit, it spawns, I think it's 5 to 8 troll bombs that just appear all around the room. So usually you don't take it, because if you don't
Yeah.
have explosive immunity, you're going to hurt yourself and eventually you're going to die because of it. So
Yeah, but that ended
got
up
really
killing
lucky.
Satan. Like, I
Yeah.
just kept getting hit by him over and over again, so a bunch of trolls bombs spawned and just insta-killed him. It was fucking awesome.
When you fight Isaac, does he look just like he does
Yeah.
when you're playing with him? Okay.
Yeah, and then he'll, like, grow wings and shit,
yeah.
fly around.
Can you play him as Isaac or no? Do you have to be another character?
You can are you saying can you fight him as Isaac?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you
Okay.
can fight Isaac as any character in the game.
Okay, cool. And so you've been playing this for 5 years. Is there anything left for you to unlock? Is there still a lot left?
So I the 5 years I would say is kind of spaced out because there's been games I've had in between that I've gotten hooked into. But
A lot of Smite.
a lot of Smite. A lot of Rainbow Six. But there's still Repentance stuff I haven't unlocked. Like I've gotten Golden God, which I believe is every ending in Afterbirth Plus. So I have endings 1 through 16, I think now. But I still haven't gotten the alternate floors for Repentance to fight the new bosses. And the new bosses are even more insane than the bosses I'm fighting now. And I'm not looking forward to them.
Yeah, well, at least this game you get your money's worth, definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of replay value, man, which you don't get a lot of nowadays. So I really love
Only
it.
for $30 too. Like
Yeah,
most games are $60, $100 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
plus
I do.
it's a small. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Plus, it's a small dev team, so $30 for a small dev team that has put their heart and soul into this game for, like you said, since 2011. Like it was a Flash game originally, got ported to Rebirth, which was when it ended up on Steam.
Yeah,
So,
that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so just the progression is just amazing to see.
Have they came out with anything else?
I don't know. I believe they're called Nicalis, Nicalis,
Nicholas. I see.
but I do not know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I do love like the whole look of this game. It's like the theme of this game. It's really like there's shit everywhere. It's like there's like abortions everywhere.
So
You know what I
the
mean?
story of this game is fucked up too.
Yeah,
Like, did you guys watch the intro?
Can you try to explain it for us and the listeners?
Yeah, I'll try. So
I'll help.
what I gathered was God was talking to Mom. Maybe God, maybe Satan. I don't really know. But they were talking to Mom and saying, like, you should punish Isaac and then send him to his room. And then that wasn't enough, so you have to go kill Isaac.
Okay.
And then Isaac finds a trapdoor in his room and goes into the basement. And that's kind of where the game starts.
Yeah.
And each run, you die, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I got the hanging man, which was a rope, and I was on Discord with Matt. I was like, oh, he's gonna fucking hang himself now, right? And he just, second later, it's just a still shot of Isaac hanging himself.
There was an ending, or after you died?
Yeah. So
After I beat the boss.
Oh, really?
So he had unlocked
Wow.
an item that's called Transcendence, and it's literally just a noose.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's-
Yeah.
But
Dark.
to add further detail to what Jeff was saying, so pretty much he got the gist right. God, Satan, whoever, is talking to Isaac's mother, who says, your son's been corrupted with sin and is evil, so you need to take away the things that are corrupting him and making him
yeah.
sin. And then she locks him in his room, removes all of his toys and everything, and like even his clothes. The kid's naked, just sitting in his room, doing nothing all day. And then she gets another message from God, Satan, whoever, and it pretty much says that's not enough. You have to take absolutely everything out of his room. So his bed, his pictures on the wall, everything. So it's just a barren room with a chest in it. And the third one tells him, hey, you have to kill your son to prove your loyalty to me, God, in this case. And so she goes in, and like Jeff said, she attempts to kill him. He jumps in the hatch, and that's where the story begins. That's where the game begins.
That's cool.
Very
What
dark.
do the other characters come into this? Are they just in
So
his?
a lot
Are
of
they made
them-
up or?
A lot of them are other biblical characters. So the game is inspired by a true story. There's the binding of Isaac, I believe, was when God told Abraham he had to sacrifice his son Isaac
Oh, okay.
to prove his loyalty to him. So they based the game off of that story, but they just twisted it a little bit.
Wow.
So all the other characters are just other biblical characters, or
Yeah, it makes
some of them
sense.
might not be. I don't know. I'm not a biblical person, so I
Right.
don't.
Yeah, it makes
don't know.
sense.
But a lot of them are biblical stories.
Well, next week we're gonna have Matt come on and give us a breakdown on the Bible next week. So, but no, that was a good breakdown. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you guys want to take it from here. You guys, it's fun shooting around. I got a lot of crappy weapons. Like that's part of the hard thing. From once I got a good weapon, it was like, okay, I can actually make a run here. But there's
I'm
usually like a
curious on-
shooting weapon, like just shooting the tiers.
I'm curious on what you guys played it on. Like,
Controller,
like medium.
keyboard.
No, mouse and keyboard, or
Oh,
just Switch, or what?
I played mine on Switch.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend playing it on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
It is a lot better. Even with a controller, when I used to play on Xbox, no way. You're not dodging a lot of the enemies later in the game because they attack way too fast.
Really?
Yeah. So
So
it's
what
a
are you
lot
using?
tougher.
Can you use the mouse?
WASD and then your arrow
arrow
keys to
keys.
shoot.
Oh, okay. Now, do you have mods that tell you everything, like what the items are and everything?
There are mods out there that have like it'll put
Oh,
the name
I
of the
didn't know
item.
that.
Yes, there are mods out there that'll put the name of the item in the top left of your screen and explain to you what it does. There's a lot
That
of
sounds
like
useful.
I recommend it to beginning players. I mean, at this point, I've gone too deep, so I'm just learning what new items do as they come out. So, but yeah, no, very helpful because it could tell you what items are bad, good, in between. There's a lot of in between. So
Yeah. Joe, what'd you play it on?
I used controller on PC.
Okay. And Jeff, we all knew you did mouse and keyboard, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Always
So
do.
like, I got very confused with the cards that you get and the pills, kind of, because sometimes they would give you like a permanent upgrade, and then some it would be like some of the cards. It's like I don't even know what they did. Is there like what are the actual like
the
are
cards?
those
I
weapons?
started to understand. The pills, I just feel like were random.
Yes, so the pills every time you start a run are completely random. They change every time. So say you got a red pill and it was a health up one run. If you get the red pill the next time, it might be a health up still, but it's more than likely not going to be because it circles through a bunch of different like positive effects, like neutral and negative effects every run.
It took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, red pill, that was good last time, and then all of a sudden I'm losing hearts.
Yeah, health down or what? You get are you a wizard pill and you're shooting 45-degree angle?
Oh, I hate
That's
that
what
one.
that does?
Yes, it does the dunce cap
Oh.
effect, which is to shoot diagonally, which is terrible.
I don't think I seen a dunce cap. I would have got excited if I seen that. I think, but even though it's bad. But the cards, do they ever give you like a weapon or anything for the rest of the run?
So no. So the tarot cards, I believe most of them give consumables. There's some that are teleport cards. There's some that'll drop blue hearts. So the hero font, like for example, drops 2 blue hearts for you every time you use it. The lovers will drop you 2 red hearts. Temperance will drop a blood money machine, and so on and so forth. I could keep going, but
Well, think of the machines. So I put like a bunch of coins in that one machine originally.
Mhm.
I was unlocking things eventually, but
donation?
yeah. Does
Yeah.
that? Do you just keep that there your
So
whole
you-
run?
so that'll actually carry through your other runs. So when you go back to the donation machine, if you want to deposit more, I would save up if you're just starting out because you're going to want to upgrade your store so you can have the max amount of items in the
That
store.
adds another item to your
Yeah.
store whenever you upgrade it.
Yeah.
Put a certain amount of money in.
Okay, you can keep doing that forever.
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes it might not spawn though. The donation machine is random, just like the
Right.
reroll machine is. So I mean, you'll usually see it once a run, more than likely. But if not, just use them all.
Yeah.
You'll get plenty. There's coin. I mean, for me anyway, coins don't seem to be hard to come by. Like you could blow, and then you could, if you need to pay for an item in the store, you could blow the donation machine up, and it'll shoot out a random number of coins for you to pick up.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you know like what walls to blow up? Is there some trick, or do you just guess?
So, All right. So the secret room is usually lodged between two rooms borders. So say you have a room here and a room here. The secret room more than likely is going to be in the space in between those two. Usually, the more rooms that surround a little alcove, that's usually where your secret room is going to be. It's usually going to be surrounded by the most adjacent rooms to it. The super secret room is off of a room that has no other rooms adjacent to it. So it could be on a random edge of the map. Just like they're really hard to find at first, especially if the floors are bigger. But if once you get used to it, it becomes really easy. The secret rooms are always going to be stuck
really?
in between.
I can
the
never
two
find the
rooms.
super secret room.
Is there gonna be one every floor?
There's
or...
two. So you get the secret room and the super secret room on every floor. It
Oh,
doesn't matter
wow.
what floor you're on. So it's a really good way to find random items. It's a really good way to find random consumables. Sometimes it'll just spawn an enemy because the game hates you. It'll spawn like one of the sin fights, like greed, sloth, and whatever, gluttony, whoever. But yeah, once you get used to it, once you figure out, hey, this is where it more than likely is, and you just go with it, you'll start finding them a lot more.
That is the one awesome thing about this game is you don't ever know what your next weapon's even going to be. It could be something you never even thought of it being, and it could be the most awesome weapon you ever had, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Who was your favorite character? Or how many characters did you unlock, first of all?
I think I used Isaac mostly, but I think I unlocked Lazarus and Azazel and maybe one more. But I mainly only used Isaac.
Azazel is really good.
Yeah. Azazel is
favorite.
Broken. Yeah.
She can fly over certain things too. Okay.
Yeah. So Azazel has the short little brimstone beam. So and he gets 5.25 damage, I think, off of start, which is kind of crazy, especially since he can just hover over rocks and kill enemies that can't hit him. But
so you have to hold that one though, right?
Yes, you have to charge it.
Yeah, I didn't like that at first, so I was like, I'll come back to
it's
this.
super good though.
Joe, did you get to? Did you just use Isaac or?
I unlocked a bunch of people. I think I used Lazarus the most. Because I like I like that you'd come back when you die.
Yeah.
That helped me out a lot when I would get myself into trouble. Azazel was fun because it broke up the gameplay nicely. You know,
did you guys sorry, keep going.
No, go ahead.
Did you guys try Lilith?
I don't think I got Lilith.
I don't think I unlocked Lilith yet.
I loved Lilith runs, dude. They were so fun.
So Lilith you unlock by beating Greed with Azazel.
Oh yeah, then I didn't do that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You have to beat Greed mode? Like
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. You have to beat the final boss with Azazel.
Okay. Yeah, Greed mode was fun because it would change the game up, but it was like a completely different game. It felt like, honestly, it was like it's new strategy.
Yeah, it's wave based instead of you're just roaming around rooms.
Yeah, definitely cool though. And then there's like tons of different the daily challenges they got the regular challenges. So and the challenges you can play as other characters you haven't even unlocked sometimes.
The remote? I'm sorry.
Like the challenges on there.
Oh, so yeah, so some of the challenges you unlock when you unlock the character you can play them as.
That makes sense.
A lot of them are, I mean, some of them are pretty difficult, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, you unlock them just by playing the game.
Most of them are like just transforms, like you're Poop Man or Scat Man.
Yeah.
Or
wait, there's a character named Scatman you play as?
It's a challenge,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a transformation, and pretty much he just becomes a piece of poop, piece of shit.
Nice.
And yeah, and then everything. I don't remember the effects of that one, to be honest with you. That's a repentance one, so that's still new to me. I haven't
Mhm.
gotten it myself. So, but yeah, so there's one that's called Solar System where you can't shoot tiers. You have a blind you're blindfolded, and all you have to do damage is to orbiting flies around you. That's all you have.
Wow.
And you have to get all the way to, I think it's the Mom's Heart with that one.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is.
really hard. Like some of them are really stupid difficult, some of them are really easy. Computer savvy, one of the easiest challenges you'll do in the entire game. They
Wow.
vary.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like I can only imagine what how the enemies get later in the game, but just like some of the starter characters can be really annoying too. Just like the guys that just like they got like a shell on them. It's like a skull, and you
yeah.
can't hit them unless they're opened up. And it depends what else is going on the screen. It really, because if there's other guys chasing you or whatever.
I hate the spiders.
Yeah,
Spiders are so fucking annoying, dude.
There's a bunch of different ones too.
The host is the hosts are the ones with the
Oh.
skull on top of them. I agree with you there. They're not my least favorite because like you said, there's some at the end of the game that make me want to pull my hair out.
I can imagine. Any big weapons that you guys like shocked you or you liked besides the dunce cap?
All right, there's one item I had to bring up. I forgot what it's called, but the description is "Hey, listen," and it's
Oh, nice.
very no. It's not nice.
It's not Navi.
It is Navi, and I fucking hate it. It just goes around, and it'll tell you where the secret rooms are, which is kind of nice. But it is so I hate it, just because it's
just
Navi.
because it's
dude.
Navi.
Yeah.
You're a hater.
I love the pop culture references in the game. You get Super Meat Boy's in there. There's
like it's literally Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. So you pick up. So there's these four. There's more than four of them, but it's pretty much the four horsemen of the apocalypse that their boss is. And when you beat one of them, the only items they usually drop is usually the ball of bandages or the cube of meat. And once you get 4 cubes of meat, it turns into Super Meat Boy. Like, once you pick up 2, it'll have his face, but it'll still be circling around you. The third one, he'll start walking around. And then the fourth time you get it, it'll turn into actually Super Meat Boy who just walks around and will kill enemies for you.
That's pretty cool, because, that was one of the bigger indie games when this came out, I would say, too. One of the early indie hits.
There's Pokemon references. There's probably references I don't understand that other people will.
Right. Jeff said he had a Lord of the Flies one or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just turn into a fly and you're the Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, I got one weapon. It was just like normal tiers, but it blew up walls and blew up rocks. So I was like, awesome. I forgot what it was called. But I would just go. I think it was like every third tier or fourth tier would be like an explosive tier. So I was just trying to break everything up for that.
Use it to find secret rooms.
Which I didn't find. I found a couple secret rooms, never a super secret room. But... Joe, you got anything? Any weapons that stood out to you?
No, I liked anything that would charge, but not the ones, because there's some that would charge, but you had to fully charge them before you could use the attack, almost like Azazel's main attack. But there are ones where whenever you let it go, it'll just shoot at whatever it's charged at. I always liked using ones like that.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was a good one.
Tech 10 is also a favorite of mine. Tech X, it's called in the game, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else you guys want to get to? There's a lot to this game, but it's also hard to kind of have a super long conversation on it because it's the same thing over and over again. But
yeah,
great game.
Oh, man.
Great game.
But it really is hilarious. If you got a dark sense of humor too, you'll really like what they're doing here. The theme of it all.
It's a very, very, very edgy game. I will say that.
Yeah, agreed.
especially since like you get to the point where the floor is literally his mother's womb, and it's like, okay, now I'm a little weirded out.
Then you kill a fucking fetus.
Yeah. So after you kill mom's heart a certain number of times, it changes form, and it'll literally grow like a conjoined twin out of the front of it, and it's called It Lives, and it's literally just a fetus attached to a heart. And I don't know where they got the idea for that, but good job if you wanted to be really, really edgy.
Yeah, what's mom wear? The ruby red slippers too?
The high heels, yeah. Red, big old red heels. You can pick up, I think, her underwear, her wig. I'm pretty sure one of the items is one of her tampons.
Oh my god.
It's called Mom's Pad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're into the dark, edgy humor, definitely pick this game up. I know people who are into this game, just like Matt, they put like 500 hours into it, and they have stuff to do in it. So if that's what you're looking for, so I don't know what would you guys play more of this game?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. Let's say I've been going for 5 years, so I think I'm stuck now.
I wonder if they'll do any more DLC, because this one's pretty recent, right? The Repentance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Afterbirth Plus is actually supposed to be the last iteration of the game, but the following, it has a cult following. It had one ever since it began, and they just begged and begged and begged and begged these guys to, hey, can we get one last hurrah, essentially. And so they made Repentance. I don't know if they're thinking about making more. I would love it if they made more, because the game has, like I said, kept me attached to it for this long. So I would love to keep playing it and get new items and just see all the crazy stuff you can do.
Yeah, they got a big imagination, these guys.
For such a small dev team too. It amazes me.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, would you recommend this game to our listeners?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Just be patient.
I agree.
With it. Give it time.
Be patient.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna rank this game. Actually, do you have the? Are you guys ready to rank it, or should we take a?
I know mine.
Okay, I gotta get. You guys can get it going. We're gonna rank this game on our individual lists. Matt's gonna pressure us to put it higher.
Yep.
And then we'll put it on we'll do some math, and we'll get the master list of judgment going. So you guys can start it off. I gotta find the sheet.
All right, I can start because I'll be quick.
Oh, hold on. I gotta think about where you're putting it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're good at this.
Put it here.
Yeah, you think you got it?
I don't know. This one's hard.
Yeah. I thought it was
Slow
gonna be
down
hard.
there, Jeff.
I thought it was gonna be hard until I looked at my list. Ready when you are, Jeff.
A lot of good games, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think you're gonna put it 10.
All right. Well, you're close, but it's too high. I'm putting it at 13. Right between Fear 2 and Firewatch.
That's where I originally fucking moved to.
See? You gotta trust yourself, Jeffrey.
Alright.
You put it at 12, Joe.
It's 13 on mine.
Oh.
On my side list
sure?
that I had. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's going below Fear 2.
Okay.
Oh, Jeff's doing that, not me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's me.
Oh, that was Jeff? Oh.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna put it at number 5.
Ooh.
Wow.
Right below Resident Evil Remastered and above Portal.
How much did Matt pay you to put that there?
Yeah, he's cheesing pretty hard right now.
Dude,
Totally
I put
totally
hold on.
bribed him. Totally
How many
bribed him.
hours did I put 51 hours into this game.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm gonna put this actually because I do like this more than Darkest Dungeon 2. I'm gonna put it at I'll put it at 13, right above Portal, below Far Cry 5.
I respect it.
Yeah, so I had it at 13. Oh, Joe has it at 13 too. Oh crap!
Yeah.
And Jeff has it at 5. So it should place pretty high. It might be top 10. I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'd
All
say
right,
so.
We will see.
Yeah, let's do a little math here, and then we will see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh. It's funky.
All right, so the math is in. Jeff, take us away.
Alright, so the first little bit is unchanged. We got number 1, Resident Evil Remastered. 2, Zelda Twilight Princess. 3, Dark Souls. 4, Cuphead. 5, Silent Hill 2. 6, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. 7, Portal. 8, Mega Man 2. And then at 9, we have Binding of Isaac. And right below that is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
All right.
I think 9's a good spot,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
especially the games it's between. I think it fits.
Yeah, so it is number 9 on the list of Judgment. All right. So, Joe, do you got the hat ready?
It's
All
right
right,
here.
so this is the part of the show we're gonna have. Since Matt did such a great job carrying the Binding of Isaac here, we're gonna have him add a game to the hat, and he can come back with us when that game's picked, or before then. You did a great job today. So,
I appreciate
Matt,
it.
what's the game you want to pick?
So we're gonna keep it on the Binding of Isaac theme here, and we're gonna go with the game I mentioned earlier, Enter the Gungeon. I highly
Alright.
recommend it.
All right,
It's
cool.
another bullet hell roguelike game, same kind of concept as Isaac, but it's all about guns.
Awesome.
I think you guys will love it.
All
I
right,
think,
Enter
I
the
think I have
Gungeon.
that on my backup game wheel. I'll have to take that off.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that.
Yeah. All right. There it is.
So-
It's going in.
All right. And I guess we'll be picking on what do you guys want to play? I don't even remember. I don't have the list of it on me.
Bioshock.
I
1 or 2.
1.
think
One.
one.
Good man.
You know what? I'm gonna go in cold, Joe. I don't even know. I forgot what's in there.
Yeah. I want to say Bully, but I'm afraid to say Bully because I think like 4 out of the last 5 games were mine.
Yeah.
I want to pick someone else's game. A game that's not mine. That's what I want to play.
Are you? No.
Oh, yeah. Are you gonna add one, Joe? Is that your game?
No, we can count that.
You sure?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep the numbers
Alright.
even.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll still be at 30.
Yeah, I've added enough games.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep, we are.
Alright. Here. We have our slip. It is Rico's pick.
Come
oh
on.
my
Are you kidding me?
god.
Wow.
pull, pull the list up.
Yeah, time to study that list, boyo.
All right. I gotta go find it somewhere. Hold on, I gotta change emails real quick. Let's see. All right, the hat. So
Jeff, veto it quick.
what's the last game in there, Joe? I got Blasphemous here.
Blasphemous, number 30.
Okay, and then Enter the Gungeon was after that.
Yeah, we'll just put that wherever, whatever game you pick.
Okay. I really don't know.
So many good options.
All right, let's keep it in this theme. We're gonna go with Inscription.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's a
Interesting.
card game roguelike.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that one, Matt?
No,
No.
I have not.
So we'll try that.
All right. I like it.
All right. That's not too bad. Nice, easy game.
Yeah. So next episode we're gonna be talking about we're gonna do a side episode. We're gonna talk about Nickelodeon Guts. It's a
Forgot
Super
about
Nintendo
that.
game.
I love those.
So yeah, that'll be fun. We found like a nice emulator that's right on your browser. You could play it on too if you don't want to go through all the hassle, because it's like probably hard to find that game. So yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll come back with Inscription. So all right, guys, anything else you want to get to?
Nope,
I'm
I'm
good.
good.
Thank you guys for joining us. Matt, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
And your
thank you.
expertise on Binding of Isaac. And you can catch us on Twitter at Randomizer Game. We're available wherever you get your podcasts, and our YouTube, youtube.com/@videogamerandomizer. So we will see you next episode for Global Guts or Nickelodeon Guts, whatever it's called. And we'll see you then. Peace. All right.